fucking name. What's up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to Alan Dresser. We're in session 28 today. We've gone way past the middle of the year, and we are excited to welcome back the full squad. We've got Mars, Tats, Katie, Shen, B, and Stee. How's everybody doing today?
Party.
Surviving?
Old.
Whoop whoop!
I am good.
Nice. So, last we left off, let's have a bit of a recap, shall we? Unfortunately, Ragnarok seemingly has started, not through your inaction, but through the actions of a higher being, we assume. Higher, in many ways lower. But Buri, the
420?
Norse god, the god of all gods, basically, the guy who gave birth to the whole Norse pantheon, he's on a bit of a power trip right now, and he wanted to bring about Ragnarok and use you guys as scapegoats so that he could bring about martial law and rule the place. But he's been eerily silent ever since the events of a couple of weeks ago, before you leveled up, the events of the BBEG fight against him, where unfortunately you did not succeed, but you did come away with your lives, so that was a saving grace. Now you have come to try and find some kind of compensation, I guess, some kind of recompense for the hardships that you feel that you are culpable for. And of course, all of you are starting to try and pull on the threads of where this guy has gone, what his intentions are, and what is exactly happening with the world now. You're trying to do the best that you can by the people around you, and you have come to the dire city of Dreidel, in the hopes that you might be able to enact some good for the people here. Maybe someone suggested getting their children back from the Fey realm for them from Elysia, north of here. And of course, you just got about your investigative priorities. You looked for the mayor, couldn't find him. You looked for Rumpelstiltskin, couldn't find him. You have then found two guys, these two dwarves. I forget their names. What are they again? It's Florian and Melfor. That was it. I couldn't remember Melfor. So Florian and Melfor, these two nerdy guys, their college has been put out. It's been cancelled since all of the higher ups have just been evacuating the place. There have been earthquakes. The dead are rising from their cairns and are wandering the realms at this point, and people are fleeing to safety or disappearing in general, and you don't know where or why in particular. You've come here to Dreidel, which was already a quite cold shoulder place, but it is now colder still because winter has spread across the whole realm, it seems. However, you might note that this was beginning to happen before the events of 2 weeks ago even started. So maybe it's related to Ragnarok, maybe it's not. Who knows? What we do know is that last session, you guys had decided that you were going to go south to try and find some better tools from one of the hardware stores that might be in the city, in the southern parts of the city, so that Florian and Melfor could chip away at the last boulder that's holding these standing stones, these worshipping stones, in place. Last time we found that there were letters carved into this older like worshipping stone. Thank you, Mars, for the resub. Yeah, this older worshipping stone that's got different carvings of, like, fishing rods and ships with sails on and stars and phases of the moon and stuff like that over what looked like a long time, because some of them are carved over each other. but the larger inscription on this thing are of 4 letters that you've seen so far, and they are ZAQI. And you can see that there are more letters below it, but you haven't gotten to those yet. And so you are in search of better tools so that these guys can start digging away at the rest of the boulder and uncover what the rest of this thing says. So, with that roundabout round up, you were headed south. You got as far as the crossroads. I remember that much, so let's move you down to the crossroads. And you had seen that there was somebody running into the alleyway and then running out again in just the footprints alone. You notice that there's footprints in the snow and that they are headed over here towards the alleyway that Victor had just reached in to a little hidden alcove and sneak out a gingerbread man after a note in Thieves' Cant on the wall that said, "Look deeper." Now then, you've seen that these footprints head into the alleyway and then head south. You were also headed south yourselves anyway to go and find this hardware store, which you know to be in the south. What would you like to do at this point?
Can I try to investigate like the snow prints and like the area that they were looking, see if I noticed anything that they would have messed with?
What, in the alleyway?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
more than
because I
welcome
just
to.
came from there, so it seems quite important. Did you say they went into the alley, then back out and southward? Sorry.
So that's where the footprints are going. Remember, we had all those perception checks at the end of last game. So all of these footprints go into the alleyway and then come back out again. Distinctive footprints. Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, they're different from the ones that you'd already seen.
Okay. What size are they? Sorry, dude. Does it look
Sort of
so
small.
it's a large person? Okay.
No, like ogre or half giant or anything like that. No half orcs in there. More sort of, a smaller shoe size.
I can't grab my person.
Okay. I've moved them for you. Can you move it now?
I'll go as well.
Yes, now I can.
Now you can. It was just glitched then. Okay. So where's everybody going then? So you go into the snowy footprints. You're taking a look. You can see just by looking that they are smaller feet than most of the other sort of footprints here, and that they head south from here.
Is Ruby doing the cat thing where she's putting her feet exactly in the footprints without making a new one?
Are they? They're not like significantly smaller though, right? Like as though it's a child.
No.
Are they
Okay.
goblin sized?
Peek around the corners.
And they look to be like booted. They're not like obvious like claw prints or anything like that. It's just essentially the silhouette of like a foot shape.
Like the flat impression of a boot or a shoe.
Of a boot. Cool. Okay. Okay.
I don't
cautiously
B, I don't know if you
this way.
responded to what was just said by Shen, but you might be muted if you did.
Oh,
I was asking if they were goblin sized footprints.
Who, B? Because I didn't hear anything from you.
Yeah, I
We
haven't said
can't hear you.
anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've dropped out. I haven't said anything.
Yeah.
I've not heard things. That's my issue.
Want me to repeat it?
So they are not I mean, you can do a check if you want. I can see that you've rolled a 22 on an investigation. To your knowledge, these don't look particularly goblin-like, but goblins can wear shoes too. And goblins have got a range of shoe sizes, so you can't immediately rule them out. There's a lot of races in this world, and there's a lot of sizes of people. And there's no real oh, well, it's small, therefore it must be such and such, because it could easily be that someone's just big or small shoot, you know?
Well, look, I was just trying to find Rumple, okay?
Yeah, I get that. Now that you're at the alleyway, what do you want to do, Victor?
I wanted to. I'm gonna kind of peek round cautiously first and just make sure it's not an ambush, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
And then my intention is to go and check the little kind of compartment that I was in before.
Okay. Give me a perception check, then. Checking for traps, hidden people, and the wall itself.
Ooh, gross.
Looks to be fine.
Okay, then I will. I'll move up the alleyway to where I was before to have a little look at.
As you approach closer, you notice that the brick is completely missing from out of the wall.
Ah. It's not on the floor or anything like that.
Not that you saw, no.
Okay. Then I will peer into the hole, I guess. I'll try and kind of get a little boost off, I don't know, like a windowsill or something.
Mm-hmm. As you boost yourself up easily on the bricks on the opposite wall, and you sort of just scuff down a little bit as you sort of struggling to get your boot holds in. But when you do, finally have a look in over, and you can see that what you left in there is gone.
Okay. I'll turn to Ash as Ash has come with. It looks as though the token I left has been taken. So if it's who I think it is, then they know that we know, and we should probably go to Ironfront at some point. But do we follow the footprint south? Do you think?
I think that's a question for you, Ash. Tats. Wake up, Tats.
Sorry, I was muted.
Yes, don't be muted. Victor was asking you a question.
Should we follow the footprints? Do you think we should go south?
Yes.
Okay. I assume
Because who got into that?
you're a better tracker than I. So
I will
please.
do some. That's a nature check.
Yeah, I'm gonna assist with
No.
tracking, but I'm not very good at it, so I don't think.
Cool. $21 is all right. You can follow the footprints for a good amount. You see that they go south.
Okay.
Is everybody following as well, or what are you guys doing? You've been silent for a while.
Aldrin was peeking around the corner here to see what was going on, if there was anybody down this way before going anywhere.
There's nobody that you can see, apart from Ash, who's
I'm just
wandered
gonna
off.
Do the same at this corner then.
Can I make a
You see
hearing
one guy down here.
perception? A perception with hearing instead.
Sure. What are you listening
Besides
for?
everybody's footprints and that.
What?
Just
What?
hearing if there's anybody else around besides present company.
Oh, so you're just making like an ongoing active check of your surroundings, or are you just checking now?
I'm just checking now. I don't think I did it already.
Okay. So give me a perception check. Do you get advantage on hearing and smell?
Don't think so. And doesn't matter.
Then yeah, you don't really notice much. You just hear a lot of footsteps. There is a guy down here that you see, Mars. Aldrin, you can see that there's a commoner in the street.
Okay. Alright, now I can see him. Huh.
The rest of you, are you all headed south?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but Ruby would like to be at the back, and she would like to throw a snowball at Isabel.
Okay.
Wait, what did I do?
Give me an improvised attack roll. Just a
God.
plain strength check. Plain strength check.
Plain strength check.
Can I do one
click
back?
strength at the top. Click strength
let
at
me
the top,
dodge
and
first.
we'll see if it works against Isabel's AC first of all. 17 versus
gosh,
an
it
AC of
hits, yeah.
15. It does hit, and you're going to do 1 damage. Isabel, you take 1 single point of damage from the snowball
Oh, damage.
straight to the back of the head.
Can I do one back?
Yeah, go for it. Give me an improvised
Oh,
strength check.
you've fallen into my trap.
Dang it.
13, which is 1 below the AC of Ruby.
May I use deflect
It falls at your
missiles as my
feet.
key action and throw it back?
Yes,
Does that
you
only apply
may.
if it gets to you?
Yes, you may. Use your key point to throw the missile back. Deflect missiles, throws it back.
Damn it!
And that is 13 health, I guess. Wow.
Oh, what are you doing to me?
Yeah, that's...
Sorry, I'm having a great time.
so this is all just sort of flavor at the moment, because to be fair, it has to happen when you get hit by the missile, and Isabel missed. So you're trying to catch this snowball that it was way too far outside of your range anyway.
It
But
was. Ruby just takes insult to suggesting that her cat little feet are like actual cat feet, and her feet are bloody freezing. She has no shoes on, so she's retaliating with a snowball.
She's sort of like a tabaxi mix of tiger and snow leopard. So you're kind of built for all weathers, really, aren't you? And
but her feet are probably a bit cold.
True, but I also wouldn't say that a tiger's paws are small by any means. Now, I love that this is how you're flavoring in your level up abilities. Shall we move on with the encounter?
Hey, look, let him practice. Practice makes perfect, right?
So you guys are just walking off, or are you waiting for them?
Oh, where'd you go?
Yeah, I was following and throwing.
Watched from over here the snowball fight occur, and then moved forward.
It's just two strong women having a snowball fight. Leave us be.
Nice. Are you headed south from here?
You guys are just drinking tea while we're doing this, aren't you?
Do they still lead south, or where do they lead down?
They go past this junction, and you see that they sort of start to like fade off in with the rest of the footprints here.
Okay.
Can I try to do investigation to see if I can't still follow them?
Sure.
I'm gonna help still.
Okay. So then, do you want to do your own, or do you want Ash to do theirs with advantage?
What kind of check is it?
Investigation.
I'm just doing investigation. I've only got a +2 though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Victor's got probably the best investigation of everyone. Yeah, you've got a +10 to yours. So, with a 21, you can see that there are faint traces of them going south, but they do still fade off. So there's a point here where it terminates, but it seems to be south of where you are.
Okay, so we get kind of the gist that they're going south, but we're unable to follow them. We just know roughly what direction they're going in, I suppose. Okay. Ookie.
Are you all headed into the South District?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to go south anyway, so we may as well continue.
Okie dokie. So I'll activate that one. And we find you in the next area. This is the south area of Dreidel. And as you cross this threshold into this next area, you start to smell something. It's funny you mentioned smell, Isabel. You smell something on the breeze, and it smells fetid, it smells rotten, it smells disgusting, and certainly smells like death.
We all smell it.
You can all smell it. What's more, you
Stellar
can
light.
see that the commoners here don't seem like they're moving very fast at all. In fact, there's quite a few of them. And as Ruby sees with a perception check, these guys are zombies.
Good.
Guys,
That's rather
they're-
unfortunate.
they're undead. They're
Now,
undead.
Yeah.
I have already pre-rolled your initiative. This is going to be the beginning of initiative
Yeah.
encounter. You don't have to do this as combat. You can find a way around it if there is one. But from where you're stood, you can't see where the hardware store is, but you can see a whole shit ton of zombies.
Do any of them stand out from the others as if seeming more intelligent? Or like
well-
less dead than...
So there's a ghost that stood next to one of the zombies, and he seems like he's shouting at the zombie, but you can't hear what he's saying at the moment.
And have they seen us?
None of them seem to have yet, no. You get the usual sort of like dull moan on the breeze as it comes up from the south, though. Just occasional like.
Okay. So there's
Did we not?
Gonna sneak past them.
Oh, and
Oh,
there's
should we
quite a
not-
few.
Should we not put them out of their misery?
I
No?
think we were intending to help, right? And I think maybe clearing the town of zombies is helpful.
Top of the combat order
Right.
is
It
Aldrin.
could help. Oh shit.
Aldrin, you share this initiative with Ruby and Isabel. All three of you have exactly the same initiative. So
Nice.
we go by
Who's
who has the
ah.
highest dexterity score in that case. Which would
Oh, is that
mean
me?
that Ruby goes first, followed by Aldrin, followed by Isabel. Technically speaking, in the rule mechanic handbook and all of that.
That's
However, given that all of you are at 15 total, I'm happy for you to decide now which order you want to go in. If you choose now that you want to go in a different order, that's fine by me. But by the rule book, it would, strictly speaking, be Ruby, Aldrin, Isabel. Because that's the order of your highest dexterities.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okie dokie. I'm just going to manually change you to different numbers so that it...
I'm not sure how people are going to not sure how people are going to choose to go forward. So Ruby,
So me and
Well,
Aldrin just
yeah.
push
Take
Ruby
quietly
forward.
now.
yeah, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor. So I believe I can cast that without using a spell slot. So I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
That's a good call.
So I
Do
believe
we want
that
to
puts my
distract or
AC.
destroy?
So your AC becomes your... it becomes 13,
13 plus my
your
dex mod.
dexterity.
So it's 16.
Yeah, so it's not working properly on this, and I think it's because you've also got unarmored
Oh.
defense on still. Yeah, I've turned off unarmored defense and it's gone up to 16. The two
Yes,
two
I
effects
see it.
were
The actual thing has just changed. Thank you.
the two effects were conflicting, so it didn't.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it took
Yep.
one as a priority. So you now have an
I
AC
knew
of
it made
16.
it 16 anyway.
You've
Yep,
got your
lovely.
movement of 40. What would you like to do with that?
Well,
I do.
Before we get ourselves into battle, are we trying to distract or destroy or potentially discuss anything with that ghost?
D or D.
I like
Which
the
D?
strategy. I like the forward thinking. Let's strategize tactics now.
Yeah.
Good.
Just,
Yeah.
We
What
could
are we
make them
thinking,
all
squad?
flee. I have, if we want to make them all flee, I can use Channel Divinity Turn Undead and just make them all run away.
Will they just run away somewhere else, though, or come back?
They
is it-
will be forced to stay within 30 feet. Like, they can't come closer than that to us.
It's like a
Okay.
repelling barrier kind of a deal.
Yeah.
But
But it
do
won't
we want
destroy
to
them.
try and talk to that ghost guy? It seems like he's yelling at these zombie fellas. And so maybe there's something going on here. I don't know how chatty a ghost might be with us, but considering how many undead conversations we've had and how, like, well, we've talked to Olakoi and we've talked to, like, all kind of folks so far, Valkyries and things, so maybe he's a chattable person.
I will let you guys talk for as long as you want to at the start of this, for strategizing, but bearing in mind that you are going to risk this conversation being noticed by the zombies the longer you have it. At the moment, you've not been noticed by them. I do want to encourage you to strategize, but at the moment it's a lot of ifs, buts, maybes, what fors, instead of real strategy, just coming down on a decision now.
Does that
I'm
turn
not good at
on?
making decisions.
That's why I'm encouraging everybody else to come in together and join you to make that decision.
Yeah.
People talk.
Thank you.
Does turn undead follow Briar? As in, if she moves, so does the turn undead 30 feet thing?
It just makes them stay away from us.
Just a second.
Yeah, but
If we want to,
if it travels with her, that's not me.
Oh.
I think so, because it says, like, creatures that are undead that I can see or hear, or that can see or hear me, have to stay 30 feet. Like, they have to continually flee until they're 30 feet away. If they fail the wisdom saving throw.
That was a 2 that the zombie just rolled
So it
with
must,
disadvantage
they must take their
on perception.
turns fleeing.
These guys don't know, but
like, trying
every
to fight
minute
it
that
or
they
attack.
spend not doing something,
Save
I'm
that
going to
for
roll
an
another
emergency.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we want to talk
Yeah,
to,
we go.
if we want to talk to the ghost, so obviously because the ghost is not, without shouting, is not going to hear us. So what I can do is use feline
Zombies only have
agility, which
a-
doubles my movement for the turn.
They
So
only
I can
have
then
a
go
passive perception of 8.
within. I can move 80 feet. So obviously there's
So
this
you could go have
zombie,
a chat.
but I can go and try and communicate with them. But I can try and do it stealthily, so that this zombie does not catch whiff of me. So I can try and do that.
Oh, do we have that sneaky spell?
Coming up to one more check here.
Pass without
These
trace.
guys also don't
That
know
one.
what I am doing still.
Can we give you that and then have you go?
Hold on.
In terms of turn order,
That's gone up to
technically
a
no.
3 now. Hello, yeah, someone asked.
The ghost. There's not. I'm guessing the zombie doesn't care about the ghost that's there.
You've not gotten close enough to find out yet.
Oh gosh, I was just saying, if it doesn't notice the ghost, then wouldn't a certain.
I would also say every turn in combat should be 6 seconds, and you guys have taken at least 5 minutes now. So let's make a decision on what you're actually going to do instead of doing so much strategizing. We've gone from one extreme to another. Let's just get something moving, and we can strategize on the move. Because otherwise, we're going to spend half an hour just stood here talking.
Take down zombies and use turn undead, and if it's an emergency.
Then maybe just go ask him.
Do they look like they're destroying?
Yeah, just go
things,
ask him.
By the way, do they look like they're doing bad shit?
Give me a perception check. I'll let you have a perception
cool.
check outside of combat order.
So it's just like if we're gonna approach them, if they're like
Yeah.
eating like limbs and stuff in the street, then maybe we don't need to talk to them that much. Well,
With an 8, you can't really see a lot from here. There's a lot of glare from the lamps that are still lit. That it wasn't an invite for everybody to do a perception check, but I will allow this one to stand. I didn't specify on that. Aldrin, you do see that they are sort of ripping open the carcasses of animals and people.
They're
some
definitely
of them
eating people and animals.
Some of them seem fresher zombies than others. Some of them look like they're covered, caked in dirt, and still wearing like smart clothing, like their burial gear. But you don't see any kind of from where you're stood. You can't see any kind of burial site, like a cemetery.
All not friendly.
Okay, so since they're not friendly, they're not great. I think we're probably gonna
Blat 'em.
murder him.
I'm
So
rolling 2 now for the
since there is a
time
ghost
that they've
that is
spent.
doing stuff, I will elect on my turn to run towards the ghost, and I won't bother stealthing. I'll just end up drawing fire towards myself. You're welcome to come join me.
For every
And then try and speak to this ghost.
For every minute that you guys went past what I thought was a fair amount after fair warning, I have been rolling perception checks for the zombies hidden and speaking to chat muted to you guys, and they've only just now rolled enough to notice you guys. So your conversation has been going on for long enough that the zombies have noticed you, essentially. They still won't act until their turn, but you no longer have the surprise condition.
So Ruby's spent feline agility to get here.
Diagonals are the same as straight, so you can avoid this guy's range.
Zone of zombie attack.
As you get close, you can see that this ghost is dressed in incredible finery. Seems like whatever he was buried in or died in, he was wearing something incredibly fine and svelte. But he's very aggravated by the zombie in front of him, who seems to be dressed quite similarly.
Ruby's just going to yell to him, "What's wrong? Where are you from?
Why are you doing this? Why? We weren't like this. You shouldn't be acting like this. You're so infuriating."
Excuse me, I don't think he's the only one acting like this.
Oh, well... Who are you?
That's the ghost body.
In truth, someone who really just ran into a herd of zombies, without massively thinking it through.
Excuse me. Zombie. Very nice indeed. Otherwise alive is the better term, thank you.
Otherwise alive. Pardon my French. I wasn't aware of the...
And what is French?
Correct phrasing. What is French?
You speak of foreign lands I've never heard of.
You've not heard of French?
No, of course not.
Let me show you. Start making out with him.
He ignores Ruby again and turns back to the corpse. Will you please stop what you're doing? We were better than this.
I feel like that's all my turn should take, really.
I mean, you've got your bonus action still if you want to use it.
I've done mage armor.
That was an action.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. Sorry, I'm getting my brain has just thought I just did dash.
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't know. I don't really have anything that suits a bonus action.
Okay,
so
that's cool.
I'll just be there.
Yeah. All right. Well, then next person in turn order is going to be Aldrin.
Alright. Well, gotta get off the ruler. Now I gotta go back to the ruler. Oh, okay. I could've... Well, I don't think we're gonna get much anywhere with these guys, are we? So, let's go ahead and try and melt some folk.
Nice.
I wonder if bones melt easy.
Oh, I could get all three of them.
Bones melted.
Should I go for the ghost?
Was that to Ruby?
Asking squad.
Your choice. Your choice.
Well,
so that's the poison ball?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see. Alright. You cast this spell. What's it look like as you cast it?
It's this kind of swirling orb of kind of toxic, sludgy liquid that flies over and smashes down and splatters everywhere.
As it splashes all over these zombies and the ghost, it like flies through the ghost as the ghost is non-corporeal and is just not really phased by it. And as it splashes over these 3 zombies, they also are not phased by it. None of them take a single drop of damage.
Well then. That's interesting.
That was your action, and it was a
Yeah.
leveled spell, so you could do a bonus action cantrip if you want, or any other bonus action you might have available.
Okay. I don't think I have a bonus action cantrip. I do have bonus action font of magic.
What happened there, guys, was
Obviously,
that
the sorcery points and
zombies
spell
and ghosts are both immune to poison damage and the poison
Yeah,
condition.
let's do that to get a spot back.
Cool. Next in the turn order while you do that then is going to be Isabel. Isabel, what would you like to do here? Hello? Isabel?
Sorry. I didn't have my mic on. Whoops.
Okay.
You've already disproved one of my plans when you said about how they were eating both human and beast meat. So I don't think doing what I wanted to do is going to be a good idea. Let's see. I'm going to move towards this zombie.
Cool.
I don't know if I can reach him yet though. Hold on.
Your movement speed is 40. If you take a dash, then you might be able to.
Yeah, dash, but I can only just go in front of him and go, hi.
Yeah, more or less. You could get in range for a
I'm going
ranged
to do my
attack if you
40
want to
and
do.
go to range. Which I think
Cool.
that'd be here, roughly, to be 40.
You would need to take damage before your next turn for you to keep the rage up.
Okay, so I'll do my rage as loudly as possible.
Oh, to try and attract them to you?
Yeah, why not?
I can always throw a snowball.
It's not. I mean, it will be your turn again before Isabel's, I guess. So you could do some damage to Isabel. You'd have to hit Isabel.
That was a joke.
No, it's a legit strategy that people use occasionally. Some
It
people
is
even
though, but I could throw a snowball.
Some people even stab themselves. They just like give themselves a little nick so that they can take some damage.
Okay, I am raging.
All right, you're enraged.
Oh my god, baby, you're stupid undeads.
Then let me just apply that to you. There you go. Right, then next person in the turn order would be Briar. Briar, what you got?
Okay, so bonus action, I am going to summon my spiritual weapon.
Cool.
Let's see, summon.
I think you can move it 20 per turn, but you can summon it within 60 feet of you, right? Or is it 30 feet?
Yes.
60, I think, innit? You've used this a lot. I should know this by now.
Oh, right, I have control. I should know that by now. Oh no, what did I do? I clicked something and it went away, I think. Okay, there we go.
It never says it on the actual wording, which is annoying. So I have to actually go into your character and find it. Spiritual weapon.
I thought it did on the wording.
60 feet. It doesn't. Oh, it does actually in the chat. It's just the right-hand box. It's never normally the right-hand box. So it says 60 feet at the bottom there. So yeah, you've got a range of 60 feet. Anywhere that you can reach within 60 feet of you. That is this range. Anywhere within that space is where you can put it.
Oh, I have the ruler selected still. There we go. I'll put it right here. My spiritual weapon won't like block anybody because it's like a spirit.
It won't get an attack of opportunity, if that makes sense.
No, but like things can pass through it. Like it's not
They
gonna
can
obstruct
any
vision?
anyone can pass through any space. You just can't end your turn on a space that is already occupied. So they just wouldn't be able to stand where that is.
Okay, I'll move it to the side here then.
Cool. I'll just get rid of
and
this
then
circle.
yeah,
And then you're going to take an attack with it. Remember to find that in
Yeah.
your list.
It's been it's been a while. So there we go. I found it. There we go. A normal attack.
A 19 will definitely hit a zombie.
Okay, and then damage normal 12. Here we
Nice.
go.
Okay,
And
this thing's down to about half health. So that was your bonus action. And you casted a leveled spell. You've now got an action cantrip if you want, or any other action you might want to take, plus movement.
I am going to I can use cantrip. That's an action, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to use Sacred Flame.
Cool.
And you have to roll a dex save, correct? Well,
right. Something within range. Are you moving closer to them, or are you staying where you are?
Oh, yeah. What's like ruler?
Because they're just on the edge of your 60 feet.
Yeah.
So you'd have to move closer.
So right here.
Yeah, and are you targeting this guy?
Yep.
Okay. So it's going to be a dex saving throw. And he succeeds. He's a dexterous zombie. If you could just roll the damage for me, and then I will...
Have it?
Yeah, it will be halved, yeah.
Okay, so it is 2d8. Roll. 2.
He takes 2 damage from that.
That is a pathetic roll.
You're chipping away at him. You're being aggressive, and I like that. You're being aggressive.
It's a very small sacred flame.
Normally Briar is very like the totem pole. You're the one that people gather around to get their health, their temporary health points and all of that, and get protected by spiritual guardians and stuff. Like you're that stalwart figure that people look to as their support person. But now you're getting in there and you're fucking fighting these guys, and I love it. I want to see more smashy stuff. Are you moving any further than that? That's your full movement, right?
Yeah, I believe that was my full movement.
Okay, so that's action and bonus action. It's now the zombies' turns. The zombies have got movement speeds of 20. So the zombies are all going to move 20. This one, however, is just going to move up towards Ruby and do what he can to Ruby. But the rest of them, let me just highlight all of the ones that can see you. Because I'm going to say that the ones that can't see you would not be moving towards you. So that is all of these guys that can move have moved. This guy is going to do a slam attack against Ruby, and the other guy's also going to make a slam attack against Ruby. And we're going to try and beat an AC of 16. First one is a dirty 21, so that one does hit. And
That's
normal
rude.
damage against Ruby, you take 2 damage. Oh my god, so much damage. As the ghost looks towards the zombie and goes, "Why? Why are you doing this? Yes, she's annoying, but you don't have to try and eat her." That's the end of the zombies' turns, since they've moved as far as they possibly can. It's now
Quick question.
Ash's turn. Yep.
Is the reason it's pulled up concentration under Ruby is that because it needs to do a concentration saving throw?
That's because you're concentrating on a spell, and it wants to see whether you can maintain it with the damage. So yeah, you would need to roll. The actual only 2 spells that you have which have concentration on them are Detect Magic and Hex. And I think that what you cast was
This
Detect
is Mage
Magic.
Armor.
Mage Armor is not a concentration spell.
Oh, did I full on click the wrong button?
You still had Detect Magic
Dawn.
on from last time.
Oh, well, I did click Mage Armor so I can see it in the thingamajig, so I don't know.
No, so
I must have
you
just
you have
concentrating.
mage armor on.
Oopsies.
You were concentrating on a different spell from last
Yeah,
session.
no, I
still.
understand now.
Yeah.
I will I'll
So-
sort that out. I'll leave it
So
be.
your detect magic is still running, way back where you were. With a 19, yes, you succeed. But it is now Ash's turn. Ash, you're at the back of the pack. What do you want to do from here?
Well, first, I would like to know if these things here are fire.
They are like streetlights. They're lanterns that are like hovering above the street.
But are they fire?
Yeah, they're oil fires, yeah.
Okay, well, what I would like to do.
Yes? What would you like to do?
I would like to control flames.
Control flames,
Grab this
okay.
fire and put it on the zombie.
Okay, yeah. You double or half the area, you cause simple shapes. Right, okay. So, it is not worded in the way that you can use this as an attack. But I will allow you to try and use it as an attack if you can roll high enough on an Arcana check. I allow people to use spells how they're not supposed to be intended, so long as they can roll a 20 on an Arcana check. Standing rule for me.
Okay, well, I did not.
That's a 10. You can move the flame around, but it's not intended as a spell to harm people, which is why it's not something that's going to work on this occasion.
Well, crap.
That's your action. You can move the flame around to do something, but you can use those 4 different things to do so. I have for those who might not be aware, we did go through this in session 0, but I know that there might be people in chat who might not be aware of this rule, and maybe you guys, because it was nearly a year ago that we started, and it's not really come up very often because you don't really try this stuff very often. Just as a reminder to all of those, or a fresh new take for those who might not have known before, whenever somebody tries to use a spell in its unintended way, I allow them to give it a go, but you have 2 opportunities to do it. You either say up top, I will use a spell slot 2 levels above what this spell normally is, so that I can guarantee that I can do it, or I will take the risk and roll an Arcana check and have to hit a 20. And if you don't hit that 20, then it fails. Or you can do the 2 levels above and use that spell slot up. So the downside to that is that you might have a spell that's in that slot that might work better than the one that you're trying to do. But, you know, in times of need where you might not have those kind of spells, you know, supplied or registered or whatever in your spell book, it helps for those circumstances. So, yeah, a little bit of an update. Anyway.
So, instead, I'm just gonna come down. I moved 45, and I'm gonna smack him with my sunblade.
Nice. We love that. Give him a sunblade. 16 will definitely hit. Zombies are not very dexterous and don't wear armor, so their AC is in fact 8. I'll need that damage roll off you though. It should be there with the sunblade. I can see it on in chat.
I see utility.
I can see damage.
I'm silly.
Okay, so with 12 damage, you completely take this guy out. That is a zombie down. The next zombies along, as you can tell, are the 2 that are facing off with Ruby next to the shouty ghost man. What do you want to do now? You've used your spell, you've used an attack.
I am gonna holler out at everybody. Radiant damage.
Oh, you used 2 actions. You used the sunblade and you used
The other one
control
was
flames.
a cantrip. I thought it was an attack. That's why I was trying to use it.
It's an action cantrip. You used an action to use that cantrip. That's an action to use the sunblade as well.
Oh crap!
You can't use 2 actions in a turn unless you've got something that allows you to do.
So can I do a spell instead?
So long as it's a bonus action, yeah. me put the zombie back on the field. I remember what HP he had left.
Yeah, I don't have anything except for healing word. Actually,
Okay.
No, hold on. I am going to put a shield of faith around myself.
Okay, and that's a bonus action cantrip?
Yeah, I selected bonus action, and it's technically a spell. The first one, the cantrip.
The first one is a cantrip, then that's fine. If the first one was a cantrip, I think it is anyway, control flames. But yeah, as a spell then, that's fine. Yeah, you can use that. So you've now got Shield of Faith applied to you, which gives you a +2 bonus to AC. But you are staring down the zombie and you are ready to go. Then that is the end of your turn. It's now Victor's turn.
Okay.
I'm going to negate what I yelled radiant damage, by the way, so nobody heard that.
Okay. So I measured to here, and it's like 45 feet.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to use my bonus action dash to get to there.
Cool.
I'm going to attack one of these guys, say the one closest to me, beneath where Ruby is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to quickly do with my crossbow. Which isn't in my quick tabs, which is annoying. Sorry, apologies. There we go.
13 hits.
Which hits. And then damage.
Anything other than a nat 1 would hit these guys for you with that crossbow.
Cool.
A nat 1 always does damage to the person that's firing it. My games. Oh, 16 sneak attack damage. 16 is brutal. And you kill it with that one shot just from sneak attack.
Cool. And then as wait, did Whale from the Grave take a bonus action? I do apologize. I think it's just kind of free if I hit. Yeah, so it's instantaneous. So it seems like spooky ghost. So I don't know if it's gonna work. But Victor wouldn't necessarily know that because he's never encountered a zombie before. Okay, I'll use it. He's gonna try. So as that thing kind of slowly falls over, like spectral purple kind of orbs like whip around it and then hit the next closest one. And
you're aiming for ghost or zombie or other zombie?
Other zombie, just
this guy?
Yes, the one like right next to her.
Cool.
Attack damage. Creature on your turn. I think it's just one, sorry.
Roll half the number of sneak attack dice for your level.
Yeah.
And the second creature takes necrotic damage equal to the totals roll. So 2d6.
Why is it making me do a template? That seems a bit silly. Let me just do 2d6. Apologies.
Right.
It was trying to make me do templates and stuff, and it didn't seem to make any sense. So 9 necrotic damage, but as me, I don't think that'll hurt a zombie, but I'll let Victor find that out the hard way.
You'd be surprised to know that this guy actually does flinch.
Oh, okay.
Seems to have done something to him.
Okay, cool. And that would be... I'm going to just use the last bit of my movement to just duck into this alleyway.
Very cool. Let me just remove that.
It won't let me,
there.
though. Yeah, thank you. And that's me done.
Do it for you. You should be able to move now. Okay. Then now we've got Ghost's turn. The Ghost is not happy with the zombie in front of him. He's also not very happy with the fact that you have just attacked the guy in front of him. How dare you! This is an affront! Don't you know who I am? How could you attack this being? Right, let's have a look. I want to see what you can do.
No, you. Don't know the dead guy.
Okay. Okay, so the ghost is going to try and possess Ruby. Ruby, please make a DC 13 charisma saving throw. If you fail on this, then the ghost is in control of your body. Ooh, you just succeed. Okay, so the possession doesn't work. That was its action. It has no bonus action. It can move through shit. So it's gonna fly off into here. That's 20. And then... Okay. Right then. So, that is the ghost's turn, and we're up at the top of the order again. Now then, there's been quite a lot of hubbub, so I'm going to see whether these other guys on the other side hear you guys. So let's do some perception.
Is there alleys to the right as well, or is that one
Yeah.
large building? I'm kind of having a
There
hard
are-
time visually.
There are
'cause
alleyways, yeah. I can...
Okay.
they are gated alleyways, is why you can't see them. The
Okay.
gates are like walls, basically, that you can't see particularly well
Yeah,
through.
it's just also just from where I am, like some
Yeah.
of it just won't show because
I've now deleted
visual
the...
things.
I've deleted the gates off so that you can see that they are there, but
thank
you'd
you.
have to move away from the walls to be able to spot that properly.
Yeah.
But yes, there are alleyways down the back sides of these buildings, and there are more buildings besides. Okay, so yes, these other guys are aware of your presence now. So, first of which, we've got this guy. He is going to go, that's 15, 30. Take a dash to get to there. This guy, 15, 30. Dash to get to. That is their turns. Now it is Ruby's turn again. Ruby, zombie in front of you, looking pretty hurt by that necrotic damage, but still standing, still swiping for you. And you might want to throw a snowball at Isabel. I don't know if you want to do that.
Why me? Why me?
Because you don't want to lose your rage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
good
take
point.
damage.
Okay. As long as it's one point.
Oh, I love that. Oh, good point.
Yeah, in truth, I think Aldrin might need to throw a snowball at Isabel. I'm in slightly close proximity to zombies.
It will be an action to do it. It will be an action to throw a snowball. So you'll lose your action to do it. But it will mean that Isabel gets to use their bonus action for an extra attack. Which
I
might
know.
do
I feel
more
like I am
damage
in
than
much
your
more
attack
of the vicinity of rubbish.
Also remember that those within 5 feet of Isabel get the wolf totem effects with the advantage on attack rolls. Remember, you talked about this not long ago. Keep in mind everybody's abilities and the things that you can do in and around other people's auras.
Yeah.
So, Ruby, what were you doing?
Yeah, so how far forward can Ruby move without triggering a attack of opportunity on this guy next to me? Just to there.
Yeah.
Where you
He
pinged.
has a range
there.
of 5 feet. So his threatened area is 5 feet everywhere around him.
Am I within 10 feet of this zombie in front of me? I don't think I am I?
Well, to be 5 feet away from them, you stood like square to square. So you are 15 feet away from him.
Bollocks. So I'm just going to commit to giving this guy an attack of opportunity because I want to stand here.
Okay, cool. He's gonna try that attack of opportunity against you.
Cool.
And he gets a nat 1, so he's gonna cause the damage to himself.
Perfect. Cool.
He hits himself for 3 damage.
Nice.
Nice. I feel like that really worked in my favor. It's because Ruby is like, haha, everyone is nowhere near.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure.
Ruby's like, no one is near me. So Ruby would like to cast a spell.
Yeah, as he swings his arm out to try and swipe for you, his arm partially dislocates, and you can see that he's definitely hurt himself by doing that. Okay, cast
Can
your
relate.
spell.
So I would like to cast Arms of... I don't know if it's Hadar or Hadar or Hadar. That one.
However
casting
you
that.
want to, let's say now, on record, however you say it now is how you have to commit to it for the rest of D&D.
I read it as Hadar, in truth.
Okay, there we go then. Hadar like radar. Hadar radar.
Yep, right. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that. So it's people within 10 feet of me. So I think both of those guys are within
Yeah.
10 feet.
You got
so
the
I'm gonna cast
harms of
this.
radar is what you've got. The harms of radar.
Yeah, I just really need to make sure it doesn't accidentally do it. Oh, I think last time when I've tried to do this. Never mind. Shut up, Beth.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's a DC 13 strength saving throw then?
Yeah. All creatures within 10 feet of you.
You.
Ooh. I would argue that this guy is within 10 feet of you because we count 10 feet as being a straight on the diagonal. So both of these guys should be affected by it.
Yeah, that's what I was aiming for.
It's more accurate when you get larger circles. When the circles are so small as this, it really doesn't make a lot of mathematical sense.
Yeah. His hand
it when
is
it's
on my
big.
line.
Right.
When we accept it when it's big, when it's small, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Cool.
Okay. So this guy's going to do a strength save, and he fails, and this guy's going to do a strength save, and he fails. So give
Lovely.
me your
So I
damage,
would like
please.
them to take 2d6 necrotic damage. Wow!
Okay.
That was an excellent roll.
Where is Aldrin to all of this? Aldrin is
Up a little
65
ways.
feet. But Aldrin is an elf who has incredible vision. These black tendrils that come out of the ground and whip out, you recognize this energy as being the same as in your dreams when you visited that other world with the cracks through the walls. With the being inside trapped there. So 4 damage to each of these guys.
Necrotic, in case that matters.
It automatically does that for me, thankfully. But they are taking damage. I won't say if they're resistant to it or vulnerable to it or whatever, but you can see that they are taking some damage.
Yeah, I don't have any fun time radiant.
Yeah.
Ruby just punches stuff. She doesn't have like radiant things to harm the undead or firepower unless they punch me and I do hellish rebuke.
Firepower.
Firepower. I really hope everyone knows what that was in reference to.
Yeah.
Cool.
I only remember the phrase. I don't even remember where it's from. I just remember that it's from something.
Night in the Museum. Night in the Museum 2.
That's it. Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
There you
it's
go.
It's the thinker statue, who is not a thinker.
Yeah, exactly. So
anyway, sorry.
That's fucking ADHD all over that. Is I remember that thing that you just said. I remember that thing that you just said. Let's both repeat it.
Yeah, right. That's just echolalia. Well, don't reference a film about museums.
Yeah,
like Beth is clearly gonna fucking know. Anyway.
Right.
Shut up.
So you've done your harms of radar.
Yeah, I don't.
Now what?
I have like my bonus actions are all basically if I did some monkey shit to begin with.
Yeah.
So I will I'm going to shout. Did Ruby register what the ghost tried to do to her just then? Tried to possess her?
I think that you would have seen the thing fly into your body and try and control you, and you would have felt really fucking cold and very disturbed by the whole thing.
So Ruby is going to shout because she knows he's like clocked through that wall to some description. Ruby is going to shout and be like, "You come back right now! Don't you dare try and take control of my body." That's my turn.
All right. Give me an intimidation roll. See whether he pays any attention to
it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
We'll roll against his insight. Okay. Interesting.
Scary.
So it's now Aldrin's turn. So Aldrin, you have just witnessed the black tendrils being of the same kind of energy and evil force that you've seen trapped in that the cracks in the walls in that underworld city that you've seen before. What do you want to do now?
Let's now. Don't do. I have 40 move. 10, 15. Let's see. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I think if I go here.
Yeah.
And then bring out my frog and cast this spell here, Dragon's Breath, on my little frog. How do I rotate? Let's see. Scroll. Fire.
Fire damage. Okie dokie. Oh, it rolled a 2, which comes out as a 0. That's definitely a failure. And it burns up to a crisp.
Rested.
Yeah. I think, was this the guy that the ghost was with? I think he was, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Kind of just toasted that dude. He gonna be
Yeah.
pissed.
I
think that might have been his body.
You can hear the otherworldly screams of something from within the building next to you.
Oopsie. Good job, Ferdinand. That's the frog.
Ferdinand the frog?
Yeah.
That's
Ferdinand
precious.
the frog of fire breathing.
That's absolutely precious. Okay. Well, that is fire damage, of course. You've torched this guy. You've
Alright there,
moved.
Ruby.
Is there anything else that you want to do with your turn? You've still got your action left. You could do an action cantrip if you want, or an action with something else.
Wait, Dragon's Breath is a bonus action?
Yeah.
Magic.
It is also concentration.
It's also what? Concentration?
Concentration, and it lasts for a minute. So your frog is going to have fire breath for the next 10 rounds. So long as...
can he open his mouth and spit it again and close it and not have it constantly spewing, or is this little frog now just a constantly fire spewing?
For the next minute, that frog has the ability to be a mini flamethrower for you.
Okay, but he can stop by just closing his mouth.
He's not going to set fire to you or your surroundings unless he's a particularly dumb frog. If you want that to be something that we do, then we can work that in the mechanics.
It would be constant. So this dude's just
yeah,
constantly.
I mean, you
my flamethrower.
It could be it could be like one of those like a Zippo lighter. He's basically just always got a flame going out of the corner of his mouth.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, and then he spits, and then it's flamethrowering.
Yeah. The smell of burning poison really doesn't fill me with joy. And I'm sure that you've probably got a lot of poison on your skin and stuff just from handling these frogs. Right, so you've still got action, and you've still got... You could do an action cantrip if you want to. I think you've used your full movement, but there's still a zombie ahead and a zombie behind. It's up to you what you want to do with your action.
But my poison ball did nothing.
Correct.
Would sleep work on undead?
Not answering that question.
Okay, that's fair. Let me grab my ruler real quick, because I need to measure first.
Uh-huh.
How far is this? Oh, okay. Eepy. Cast Eepy on farthest guys. And see if it works.
Okay.
So I roll this.
Yeah, which is in actual fact enough to put one of these guys to sleep. However, in the wording of the spell itself, it says undead and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected by this spell. And these guys are
Oh, it
certainly
does?
undead.
God damn it. Well,
Yeah,
I
right-
can't
right
read
at the
the
bottom
tiny
there.
words, so that's
Yeah,
not
right at the bottom there. It's the last paragraph in there.
bad.
Usually, to give you to give anyone a helping hand on spells and stuff like that, if you do have paragraph blindness, like me and Mars tend to, usually the exceptions are in the last paragraph. So if there's any exceptions to the spell, look for it in the last paragraph. It's almost always there.
Okay, cool.
Darn. I would also say, however, that those are 2 leveled spells that you've just cast, so you wouldn't have been able to cast that one anyway.
Huh?
So we'll give you,
You can't
that
do
spell
2
slot
spells.
back. You've used a 2nd level spell and then a 1st level spell. You can't do those.
Oh, the Dragon
Yes.
Breath?
Dragon's
Even
Breath
though
is a 2nd level spell.
Oh, so even though it's a bonus action, since it's a 2nd level spell, I can't use it.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's counted as a leveled spell. So, yeah.
My bad.
I did already give you the spell slot back, so I'll take one
okay.
off you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you've still got an action cantrip that you can do.
Action cantrip.
Yes.
Sorry, looking for what says cantrip.
You can use the filter thing, if that helps. So your cantrip is the first. It's usually the top level. So you've got acid splash, control flames, poison spray, shape water, and you wouldn't be able to use mending right now. But yeah.
I think I'm kind of too far from a majority of these to be useful for something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's it for now.
Okay.
Can I use my action to move?
Yeah, to take a dash. Yeah.
Yeah, take a dash for, and that's another 40?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go and do that.
While you decide where you're going, Isabel, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. You can't hear me, right?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
Your rage has already dropped because you didn't take any damage since you put it on.
Damn it, I should have asked to be pinched.
Yeah. Or stabbed yourself. You could have just stabbed yourself.
Yeah, but I can't do that out of my own turn, can I?
No, but on your turn when you did the bonus action, you could have just punched yourself then, and then it would have continued until this turn.
Question.
I shouldn't be telling you how to game the system. Why am I doing this? I should not be telling my players how to game the system. What was your question?
My character sheet says I've got 2 rages, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have 3 at this point.
Are you as a level 5 barbarian? I wouldn't have thought that you would. Are you?
I don't know.
I don't think as level 5 barbarian you get that many rages. I'll look it up. What do you want to do on your turn?
Can I just rage again? I just use that one.
Yeah, you can do.
Level 5,
you can do
I
another
had
rage.
3.
At level 5, you had 3. Oh yeah, you should.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why the character sheet is correct.
I've looked it up for you. It does say that you can have 3.
Is it because you have 2 left?
No, it's maximum. The maximum is. It's not. It's something that's built into this that's changed.
Rage has been borked the whole time through.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Anyway, I've raged again anyway, regardless. So. And.
Yeah.
It's my great axe overkill. Nah. Yeah, it is, but who cares? Whack it with the great axe.
See if that fixed. Did. Okay. I've got a temporary fix for you. Okay. So you're going to hit it with the Vorpal Great Axe. Great stuff. Give me an attack roll. 29. 29. It's not a crit. No. It's one away from a crit. You got a 19 on the die. But you certainly got 21 higher than their AC. So yeah, I think that you can safely say that you hit the guy. Again, anything other than a nat 1 is going to hit for you. So with an 18, yes, you completely splatter this guy's guts everywhere. And systematically, bit by bit, you guys are moving down this road and taking out these zombies so incredibly well. That was your action and your bonus action. You've still got movement and an extra attack. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm gonna move towards where Ruby is.
Yeah.
So I've done 5 feet, I think. 10. I think I could go there. Because I did 5 to get there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And just for I'm gonna bite my hand.
Oh, so you were here. No, you've already taken an attack, so you don't need to. You've actually got 40 feet of movement, so you could go to here if you wanted.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you either have to take an attack or receive damage. One or the other is enough to keep your rage going until the next turn.
Oh, okay, that makes sense actually.
Yeah.
And so I'll use my other attack. Am I allowed to use a javelin?
You are?
Javelin, this bugger here.
Love that.
1 second.
Okay, he's within range for a regular attack, and that one does hit. That's 30 feet away, and he's 25 from you at the moment. That is 10 damage with a javelin. He's very
Hopefully
hurt.
it sticks him to the ground a bit.
He's very hurt, but the javelin did go through his body and out the other side, as there's not a lot of, rigidity in there. And that's the end of your turn. It's now Briar's turn. What do you want to do, Briar?
Okay. Well, these zombies aren't really posing that much of a threat, but I just got this really cool new spell that I really want to try out. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my movement.
Great stuff.
So I'm going to move myself to, I think it was right here, right behind Isabel.
You were there, so this is 30.
Oh, whoops. Okay, I was one spot. Yeah, it's hard to remember. Okay, and then I'm gonna move my.
I think you could move 20 feet, right?
20 feet as a bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was planning to go after that one, but Isabel totally obliterated it. Good job. Yeah. That was awesome.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. I'm gonna move. I'm still on. Okay, so I'm gonna move my microscope forward, and then for the big show, I would like to use. It's asking me to place a template, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like the area of effect, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so I center that on me. And then
Spirit Guardians on yourself. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like reach toward the sky, and as these spirit guardians come out as I cast the spell, I'm gonna cry out to them. Protect me and my friends from harm. Do not attack. Ash, Isabel, Victor, Ruby, Aldrin. Did I miss anybody?
Yourself?
Right.
Do I have to include myself?
No, you don't. No.
Okay.
You're the one that it automatically protects.
Please don't attack my friends, but I'm fair game.
Yeah. It automatically protects you. You don't need to worry about that.
Okay, so then I will shout out all of my friends' names, and they will be protected from harm from these spiritual guardians.
Did someone say my name?
Yes, I did.
That's awesome. Is there anything else that you want to do with your turn? You've moved, you've done that, and you've used your bonus action. I think that's it, really, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, then it's now on to the zombies' turns. The zombie is going to move up towards Ruby, and then these guys are going to start moving up as well.
Did you forget about me?
No, you're after the zombies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your turn comes at the end. They have an initiative roll of 11. You have one of 10. Victor has one of 7. And then the ghost has one of 6. So you are bringing up the rear. Now then, these guys, 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't really think that zombies are... I don't think they have the wherewithal to understand how to dash without, like, breaking limbs and... So these guys are not going to be dashing anyway. Dashing through the snow.
Do.
Dashing through death?
That
No Christmas songs.
All of them. I think we're still at an acceptable time after Christmas to still be doing Christmas songs, are we not?
If you have to put the decorations down, I say it's too late.
Well, look, I take the
the tree's
Christmas
still
decorations
up.
down. Alright, I take the Christmas decorations down very early in my house because my birthday is on the 4th, and I hate having Christmas decorations up around my birthday. It was always a rule that I made my family follow when I lived with them. So mine are already down. They would already be down. Anyway, zombie attacks. This guy is gonna try and slam Ruby. And I don't think any of the others are within range to do anything. Oh, he gets a really good roll, actually. That's way above your AC. So then that's going to be 5 damage to Ruby. That then is going to be all of the zombies' turns. They've all moved. They're not dashing because I don't think that it's within a zombie's, wheelhouse to really run anywhere. And then we're on to Ash's turn.
Okay. Can I see if any of these doors over here... Ooh, I didn't mean to open it. Are, like, unlocked?
From where you're stood? No.
No, I meant I was going to walk over there and open them and see if there was, like, any baddies hiding in there.
Walk over there and try and open them. It
Okay,
is
I don't see
unlocked.
anything.
That's 20 feet. How much more
Can I
movement?
do it in...
You've got 30 feet more movement.
Alright, so instead, I am going to go into my archer form.
Cool.
Oh, wait, hold on. I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, you're going for your starry form.
Alright, and then I'm going to attack this guy.
Love that. That's definitely going to hit. And it takes 6 damage, which does not bring it down.
Let me make sure I don't have another attack with that.
I'm reading it now. I don't believe you do.
Okay.
That would be it for your turn, I believe. I think you've used your bonus and your action, and you've fully moved. Anything else?
Yep. No, that's gonna be it.
Cool stuff. Then it's now Victor's turn.
Okay. I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me get to here first. So that's 10, 20, 30. I'm thinking I'm probably going to dash to get alongside Ruby.
Nice, good stuff. Love how you guys are moving like a pack
actually,
now. You're very
actually,
coordinated. Yeah, go on.
Maybe I will stop by Isabel, actually, because I will get advantage if I stop by Isabel. And I will just attack the guy in front of Ruby.
Cool. Remember, anything other than a nat 1 and you're going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Get a nat 1 and you hit yourself.
I won't. Don't worry.
Yeah, stop hitting
You say
yourself.
that. You say that. There we go. That's good. Okay. 24 will
right?
hit. Yeah, 24 hits. Just 3
Cool,
times
cool.
its AC. Nothing big.
Normal hit. And a...
That will kill it without the sneak attack.
Oh, but I want to roll it anyway.
Fine.
No, there we go. And I've used my
Overkill.
bonus action.
Absolute overkill. That guy's gone.
Do I want to? So I shoot him over Ruby's shoulder, like right in the eye socket with a crossbow bolt.
Yeah.
And then I've used my. Oh, I didn't use my bonus action, actually, but I can't reload. So with my other hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will be out of range, so I will have just be rolling straight. But I'm going to throw a dagger at the other guy.
Sure.
So here we go. Cool. And damn it.
Why are you rolling flat again?
Because I would have disadvantage because I'm outside the dagger's range.
Oh, but you have advantage because you're next to.
So
I get it.
it'll be flat.
It's cancelling it out. I understand.
I'm
now.
very honest. Yep.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. So
that's
that
cool.
would be yeah. That's a hit. Which guy are you hitting, by the way?
It will only be one, by the way. I realized when I was looking at multi-classing that with my offhand, which I haven't used a lot anyway, I wouldn't get my damage bonus on my offhand.
Okay.
Unless I take 2 weapon fighting, which I haven't taken. So in the name of transparency, from now on, for now, I won't be able to take the +4 damage with my offhand.
Okay. You do have a better dagger than that, don't you? Or are you not wanting to throw that one away?
I don't want to throw it just in case it
doesn't get
vanishes into the void. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. So 5 damage on this guy. He'll take it.
Oh, it'll be 1 damage because it's minus.
Oh, only 1 damage.
It's my offhand, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's something.
Yeah, because yeah, that's fine. I've been. I think maybe 1 or 2 times I've attacked with my offhand. I've added my dex because it's the button on here, but I shouldn't have been doing that because it's my offhand. So.
Okay.
So yes. And then I will just stand next to my friend Isabel.
Cool. Then Ghosty Boy's turn. Ghost Man is going to come out and let's see what he wants to do. Okay. He comes out of the wall here. And he's going to use his ability, Horrifying Visage. He's going to use this. Any non-undead creature within 60 feet of him that can see him must succeed on a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute. If the save fails by 5 or more, the target also ages 1d4 times 10 years. So, if you get an 8 or lower on this Wisdom saving throw, which I need all 6 of you to roll, please, then, unless you have a reason to not need to, then you will be aging
facing away from him.
Decades. Everybody roll it, please.
Yes, I was just checking.
I'm just gonna go and wash my hands.
I will only try and justify that Ruby saw a lot of shit when she went and visited her patron, so probably a bunch of undead and horrifying visage doesn't face her.
Facing away from him and focused on this zombie down here.
Oh dear. Briar and Isabel are both gonna age. Are either of you immune to the frightened condition?
Hold on, does raging do something?
Yeah, I don't think you can be frightened while you're raging, right?
Oh, I thought you could.
If you have mindless rage, I think.
Okay.
I think it depends on the flavor of your rage. You have to have particular type, I think.
Can I be heard?
Ruby, that was
Yeah, I
just
can
the
hear you.
ability check. Not
I'm
the
just
saving
trying
roll.
I'm trying to get everything sorted. What
Yeah.
was he trying to
thank
say?
you.
You're welcome.
Just checking.
What's up?
Thanks, Ash.
You're welcome.
I do need your roll, please, Mars.
Yeah, I said Aldrin is focused on the zombie to the south and isn't facing this ghost, so doesn't see him.
No, I'm not going to accept that. I need you to roll.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Will you accept that?
Yeah, no. That a ghost flying out of a building and screaming loudly is going to take everybody's attention away from whatever they're looking at. Well, you succeed. But that was a wisdom ability check that you did first, but it was your first roll, and I'm going to have to accept it, Ruby. You might have clicked the wrong button,
Pardon,
but you
what did you
still...
say?
So, your first... Whatever you roll first on a die, I will always accept first and just change the modifier if you clicked the wrong button. You picked a wisdom ability check, and it's exactly the same modifier as you would get for a saving throw.
Yeah.
So you will age.
No, I get it. I did
Yeah.
say,
As will
given
Briar,
that
as
Ruby
will
has
Isabel.
given that Ruby has visited her patron's realm she's had a lot of disturbing dreams, whether
Certainly
she can have
has.
anything.
Certainly has.
Whether
Oh,
any
deleted the
vague
wrong
protection
hang
over
on.
a ghost.
Can I undo that? There we go. Thank God for
Oh,
Control
no.
Z, y'all. Thank God for Control Z.
Clearly not.
Well, if you'll go down that line, I'm going to say I saw something very traumatic in my past that while it doesn't affect my backstory, it made me traumatized.
Right, so, with the horrifying visage, basically everybody that fails is frightened. That means when you have the frightened condition, you can't take an aggressive action against them, and you can't move towards them. So you can move, but you would have to move away or circle around this ghost. Apart from Victor, who succeeded, and Aldrin, who also succeeded. Now, the few that have failed by 5 or more are Briar, Isabel, and Ruby. Do you want to do this roll, this 1d4 times 10? Do you want that separately, or do you want it all together? So you all age at the same amount.
I mean, in some ways, it would make sense if we did the same.
Does everybody agree with that?
No, because of different species. That's where I'm at. Because if we all age 10 years, Briar's an elf, so that's going to mean a lot different.
I thought
things
Briar
to
was a
you,
human. I thought
I
Briar was a
thought
human.
Briar was an elf.
Yeah, Briar's a
No,
human.
Oh,
She's human.
all right.
So
Well,
is
you're
Isabel.
both humans. You may not want to age the same level I do, because Tabaxis can age a lot more than you guys.
Right. I'm going to go at one by one.
Briar's like 20 years old, so...
Yeah. We're going to go one by one.
Pretty young.
We're going to do it now. You guys are going to notice the immediate aging effect. This one is for Briar. It's 1d4. Remember, it's multiplying this by 10. So, Briar, you age 10 years.
Okay.
So, you are now effectively... I don't know, I
30.
think... What were you in your 20s before? So, you're now in your 30s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, your knees
Is
are
this
starting to
permanent,
hurt a
by
bit.
the way?
You'll have to find out.
Oh, God.
Isabel, however, ages 40 years. So Isabel is now... You're in your 60s, roughly speaking.
I still got it.
And the same for Ruby. Ruby is now an older...
I'm 62.
Silvered tiger. If you'd all accepted going together, then it would have been 10 years each. Instead, 2 of you got 40. You played yourself. That's what you did. You played yourself.
Sorry, that was definitely my fault.
Yes, because I suggested all together.
Yeah.
I thought Briar was an elf.
Also, Victor has moved. Why did Victor move?
Yeah, you are right next to me.
Yeah, you weren't there.
You were
I don't know
next to
why
me.
you stood next to the ghost now, but you were stood right in front of the ghost.
He's ageist. He doesn't like old people.
Who are you? What did you do with Isabel?
5 feet. Yeah.
What's the matter, Sonny? Come closer.
Hey,
Ugh,
people
suddenly
are in their
old
si-
people.
people in their 60s. People in their 60s don't suddenly start talking like grannies.
My mum has something to say in this conversation.
Yeah, my mum's 65. She doesn't talk like that.
My
Okay.
parents don't either.
Up to the top of the order, we are getting on to what's probably going to be our last round of combat for this session. And then you guys will have time to reconvene, think about what you want to do, and come and finish it off next time. Because I doubt you're going to finish everything now. You've only made it halfway down the alleyway. But I will say, I've been very impressed with how your strategy and your tactics, your team communication has been coming on. Seems like you've really learned from the last time. And you are now going to see the two worst parts of this whole thing. They were in the alleyway. You haven't seen them up until now. They have been at the top of the initiative order the whole time. The first round, they didn't hear anything going on. And then they rolled perception on the second, and they did. And so now they are moving towards you guys. And you've only just seen that they are at this alleyway and this alleyway. They are whites.
Oh no.
And now we are back to Ruby's turn. Ruby, you're in your mid to late 60s.
Hey,
quite
early. I'm 62.
Quite like real life, really. You're getting on in years.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Got a
man.
hunch.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
That was a lot of fun.
I had a plan, and then you brought a guy in, so
this
you
is
kind of
me
scuppered me here a
muting
little
myself
bit,
to the rest of the crew.
You can't give me all the
Bane,
shit. But I
as you
have,
might
I have the
just
frightened
seen,
conditions,
some
so
of
I'm
them
going to
have
have
just
to move
aged
away from
by
the ghost.
many
or-
decades.
Aren't I? Yes? No?
And
Yes.
also, thank you for the follow, Ryu. Say that again, sorry.
I think you
I
can
have the
stay in the
frightened
same
condition.
position.
You have the
You just
frightened
can't move
condition.
closer.
You can't move closer to them, and you can't make any aggressive
Mhm.
attacks against them.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to beat up this Wraith guy. No, I'll stick to my plan. I'll stop farting around. So I will move a hole over here.
Let's see.
and-
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So you can take attacks against it, but you wouldn't be able to get close enough to do that. So it would all have to be at range.
That's fine.
And it would all be disadvantaged. So if you can see it, it's a
That's fine.
disadvantage.
That's fine. I'll just chill here. I was going to cast a spell, but then I forgot that warlocks just don't have spell slots.
Nope.
So I'm not
you
going to do
really
that.
don't.
And now I've stood here. That was maybe I should just punch a dude. All right, I'll punch this guy. Why not?
Nice. It's
Let's
going to be a
just monk it
disadvantage.
for a second since I've.
This is a
Right,
roll at
you did a
disadvantage.
thing.
Careful you don't
A
break
roll
up
with
the bones.
disadvantage, did you say?
I did. That still hits.
Lovely.
And that is 11 damage against this guy. He
That
is
was
about
maximum.
yeah. He's about half health at this point.
Half health. Like, actually, do I use a thingamajiggy? Where's my flurry of blows disappeared to?
It's under key points. Click key points.
Yeah, found it. I'll spend a key point to flurry
Go
of
for a
blows the
mad
guy.
flurry. Don't forget to hit the wrap of unarmed prowess instead of the key point attack roll.
Oh, good gravy. Okay.
And it's also going to be at disadvantage again.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
and
fine.
It still
apparently.
hits. Yeah. You're
Mhm.
barely a hindrance. You're still able to do it.
Mhm.
Anything but a nat 1 and you still hit. And
Here's
that
go.
is not going to be enough to kill him, but he is,
Not
yeah.
quite enough.
I've also
That's fine.
forgotten about the ability that I can call on these guys to do. I've just been killing them outright. They do actually have an ability that can potentially keep them alive on 1 HP. So I'm going to start remembering to do that now. But it is the last turn, so, last round of combat before we move on. So, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I don't think I've got any useful bonus actions at this particular minute, so I will leave it there.
The coolest of cool beans. Some cold beans there.
Ew.
Aldrin. Your turn.
Straight from the fridge.
Straight from the fridge. The worst place to keep beans.
Yep.
Uh,
Worst place for some beans.
We're all judging you now, B. We're all judging you.
Unless it's leftovers and you're
eat-
trying to keep them for the next day.
I eat beans straight from the tin. I
No,
love
no,
a cold
no,
baked
no,
bean.
no.
That sounds like a sin.
it is a sin.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's one thing with
tepid
SpaghettiOs,
baked bean.
but beans, you gotta cook them.
Yeah. No, I thing is, I don't know if beans are quite in a tin are genuinely different in the UK versus America in terms of like how.
Well, what kind of beans?
Baked beans.
Like refined beans, baked beans. Oh, a baked bean.
Baked,
Well, yeah, all right. You warm it up at least.
Haricot beans. They're kind of
haricot beans. I should say.
They're haricot.
I like to
In tomato sauce. In tomato sauce.
Yeah,
DM,
which
do
is
I need
quite
to take
sweet.
a constitution
sweet
save
sauce,
for that cold beans
No,
or
you
not?
should be. Oh, for the beans. Okay.
You just shiver and remember a snowball.
Yeah. And PTSD from a snowball at the back of your head. This zombie
PTSD.
takes all of that damage.
Roasted zombie.
When you cast Dragon's Breath, because you still have concentration on it, if you're just doing it so that you can get it back in the chat box, then just untick where it says use spell slot when it comes up to ask you. Because otherwise it takes your spell slot.
Did you fix that already?
I've already refunded it to you. Yeah, I've refunded it to you.
Thank you.
But yeah, this guy takes that full amount of damage.
Nice.
And what do you want to do now? You've got movement and you've got an
there?
action that you can do. Yeah, he's still standing. You have an action if you want to just go and punch the guy.
Yeah. What's got a harder hit, a dagger or a quarterstaff? It doesn't tell me in the description.
A dagger is 1d4. A quarterstaff, I think, is 1d6.
Okay.
A dagger is always
two-handed
the lowest.
quarterstaff as well, so it's a d8.
Yeah, because it's versatile, so you can do more damage if you choose to.
But I've got a plus
One is
5
strength.
on a dagger.
Yeah, one is strength, one's dexterity.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with the one that I got the plus 5 on. There we go.
Okay.
So melee attack
That'll
with
hit.
dagger 12 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Damage 6.
Okay, so you walk up to this zombie, you make your frog, who you've called Ferdinand, breathe fire on it, and then you take out a dagger and stab this guy in the gut, and yeah, he's gonna try and stay up. So he's gonna try and make a Constitution saving throw. If he reduces to 0 hit points, which you have just done, then he needs to try and stay up. If damage reduces the zombie to 0 hit points, it must make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken, unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit. On a success, the zombie drops to 1 hit point instead. You guys are aiming for radiance or crits. But this guy is going to do his level best to try and stay up with a con save. Now, it doesn't really say in the literature here whether it's the amount of damage on the last attack or for that whole round of attacks from that one particular person. I would say that it should be the whole thing, which is his entire health bar, because he had, like, all of his health before, I think, and you took all of it from him. So that would be 27. So he needs to hit a 27. He has a +3 to this. He gets a 4 because he got a nat 1 on his save. So he does not stay up with 1 HP. He is fully gone.
Goodbye, toast.
Nice.
Just a quick reminder.
Slimy toast.
Don't be stupid like me and forget that extra attack is a thing.
Well, just it is. I didn't know whether you had that yet. I forgot what you...
Oh, full on forgot that I have extra attack. I know level 5 barbarians definitely have extra attack, so just don't forget.
Aldrin,
like
do you mind if Ruby takes another attack?
I am a level 7 sorcerer.
Aldrin,
do I get an extra attack?
No, you don't.
I don't think so.
No, you don't. You're not a martial class. Aldrin, do you mind if Ruby takes one more punch?
Go for it.
Oh, you're giving... I was not expecting you to be so kind.
Well, I'm in a giving mood today. Don't expect it every day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Swing, friend.
I'll still do it at disadvantage.
It hits. It's still disadvantage, yeah. Oh, wait. Did you do your dagger attack with disadvantage? No, you didn't.
Know.
You didn't. Roll another one for me.
Dagger.
You can just do a d20 if you want. It adds 5. Yeah. You would have hit either way. Okay, so you also hit with your Rap of Unarmed Prowess. and you cause this zombie 11 damage. The zombie is dead.
Thank you.
But it is going to try
He
and
does the
stay
thing.
up. He has to try and hit the full thing, I believe. So we're going to do a Constitution save, and he got an 8. He's definitely dead. All right, Aldrin, you had the rest of your turn to take. Sorry about that. I think you've only moved a short distance. Did you want to move anywhere more?
Uh,
I can't remember where you started your turn at.
I don't think I moved.
I think you moved
Did I
5
move?
feet at least. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I moved forward by 5 feet to get in
Right.
range to bonk the guy.
Yeah, because you had him in the middle of your cone,
Um,
didn't you? So you've got 35 feet of movement still.
I want
So
to get
you've
away
got-
from the ghost. I don't like that guy.
You did succeed on your frightened check, so you can move closer to the ghost if you want to. Oh, actually, yeah, you wouldn't have taken the dagger attack with disadvantage anyway, because you succeeded. Never
yeah,
mind,
I'm
ignore
not
me.
scared of him.
Yeah, you ain't frightened.
I just don't like him.
You ain't afraid of no ghost.
No, but what?
Dun it, dun it, dun it.
There you go. Somebody got it.
Or, oh, I'm not Ghostbusters. We're gonna go down this way, head towards this zombie dude down
Alright.
here, and deal with him. Because it seems like this is the direction we're headed in.
The ghost screams out, "You are not busting me! How dare you!
No, you're rude, and I don't like you.
How dare you! I was a doctor!
How dare you! You were a doctor, well now you're dead. Go be dead. Rest in peace.
Sayonara.
There you go. It's now Isabel's turn.
Okie dokie, folks. I cannot go towards the ghost, can I?
You can skirt around him. You just can't. You can't make the distance between you and him smaller.
I don't need to go behind because I'm going up.
That's fine. You can go up.
This guy's a bad guy, right?
Yeah. Remember, so long as you can see the ghost, you're gonna have disadvantage on your attacks. Ooh.
Well,
With your
in that
wolf
case,
pact totem, do you get advantage yourself from the wolf pact thing or not?
I actually
don't
can't see
think
the
you do.
pack because I can't actually see the benefits on mine. I'm afraid.
Totem Spirit Wolf. At 3rd level, when you adopt this path, you choose a totem spirit and gain its feature. You must make or acquire a physical totem object, an amulet or similar adornment. I would have thought that you'd have that from the Howlers anyway.
Yeah, that's from
That
the start.
incorporates fur or feathers, claws, teeth, or bones from the totem animal. At your option, you also gain minor physical attributes that are reminiscent of your totem spirit. Blah, 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 blah. Your totem animal might be an animal related to those listed here, but more appropriate to your homeland. For example, you could choose a hawk or a vulture in place of an eagle. Blah, 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 blah.
Can you see anything about wolf specifically?
I think I looked it up and it said that you get, like, your friends get advantage on it.
Oh, I get it, but it was there once upon a time, but it's disappeared for some reason.
They might have changed it in the update.
I don't know.
All
I know is I'm gonna.
I'll Google it. You go and find out.
All I know is I'm going to do a very clever way of not looking at the ghost while still fighting. Would that still work?
Let's see. You're a
Because
level
if I
5
stand
barbarian.
here, I am diagonal to this guy.
When you're raging, your friends have advantage on melee attacks against any creature within 5 feet of you that is hostile to you. The spirit of the wolf makes you a leader of hunters. So it's your friends, not you.
That's
So,
fine.
what was the question, sorry?
If I stood here,
Yep.
I would still be able to attack this guy with my
Yep.
back to the ghost, so disadvantage is negated, right?
No, because he is within line of sight of you. You have to go around the corner.
But I can't go through this guy.
We're not... Yeah, no, you can go through them, you just can't end your turn on them. I mean,
Okay.
So I guess...
I think I could go.
I guess you could argue that you can't, because they're a hostile NPC. I guess you could. I tell you what, if you roll your attack high enough, then we'll make it a shove attack that will also push him back by 5 feet, and then you can
Isabel
tuck into
does a
the thing.
6 slide through the white slags.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so I'll do
So,
a shove attack first. That's
you
on.
were-
I'm guessing that's on arm.
You can do a shove attack if you want, but what I was offering to you was if you roll high enough with your regular attack, then we'll add on the fact that he gets knocked back by 5 feet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give him an attack.
It would be disadvantage to begin with, though. So disadvantage with the Vorpal.
Ooh, that's not bad.
A 22 is definitely going to do it. I would say that a 22 is enough to knock anyone backwards
I want to
5
know its
feet.
advantage one. What the other one was, just for fun.
Well, on this, you got an 18 and a 12. So your 18 with advantage would have meant 28. Which is
Okay,
pretty good. So this guy gets knocked back by 5 feet, and you do the damage. So roll me the damage roll, and you may tuck into that corner if you want to.
Yep. I'll back him into that corner.
He
Didn't mean to go on him. I didn't mean to go on him. Could you get me up? Sorry.
You land on top of the white. Yeah, no. So he takes that damage. 17 damage with the Vorpal Great Axe. You've got extra attack.
I will do it again without the disadvantage this time, I assume.
Oh, I guess that would have been a flat roll because... Oh, no. No, because I'm thinking you're getting advantage from the Wolf Totem still. You're not getting advantage from the Wolf Totem still.
No, I don't get it,
just
do
a
I?
dip.
Now,
I'm
this
being
one
a
would be
dip.
a normal one, right?
It is a normal one, a flat roll. Still getting confused
Oh,
on that.
now it goes down.
Now it goes down, and unfortunately that's not enough to beat his AC.
Yeah, I still whacked him pretty good earlier.
You did? You did.
Uh,
Anything else at this stage?
I cannot do anything except stand here and look menacing and make sure he can't get past me.
Okay. He doesn't look to be quite as messed up and dislocated and shambling as all the zombies. He seems to be a little bit more put together. He's got the pale, thin skin that's against his bony features, but he seems like he's at least like standing there making sense of this, not falling apart and all that. Anything else to do on your turn, or is that the end of it?
That's all I can do. There's no bonus actions besides that.
Cool. Then it's now Briar's turn.
Okay, question here. I'm frightened. What about my spirit
Yes.
guardians?
Oh, now that's a good question.
Yeah.
Your spirit guardians. Your spirit. Do you mean your spirit? Do you mean your spirit weapon or your spirit guardians?
Both, kind of, because I was gonna follow up with the spiritual weapon.
Right.
But the guardians mainly.
The guardians are tethered to you. They don't get affected by the frightened.
Okay, so if I move closer to the white, so it's in my circle, then when they start their turn in my circle, they will take damage at regular, not at disadvantage.
Correct. No.
Okay, and then what goes for my spiritual weapon then?
The damage doesn't make any difference with disadvantage or advantage. It's not that kind of damage roll.
Okay, but
it would
can
still
my
take
spiritual
damage.
weapon attack the ghost?
It can, yes, but it would be at disadvantage.
It would be okay. All right. Thanks for clearing that up.
Because your
I
spiritual weapon is not frightened. You are.
Okay. So I'm gonna move. Is my circle gonna move with me? No, it is not.
No, it's just a thing. I'll move it.
Okay.
Just tell me where you want to move to, and I'll get it there eventually. So you've moved what 10 feet to get here? Is this the final point that you want to be at? Because it's not gonna hit the guy.
No, sorry. I was gonna go for here.
This is what I mean. Tell me where you want to go, and I'll move it after you've moved. Because otherwise, I'm just inching it forwards every 5 feet that you move.
Got you.
Okay, so you want to be here?
Is that in my circle currently?
Yes, just
It counts as that? Okay.
Yes.
Then I will end there with my movement.
Mm-hmm.
And then, guess anything I cast is gonna be a disadvantage. I guess I will just try with my spiritual weapon against the ghost. Move that up to 20 feet, so that's less than that. And then Virtual open outpost. And you said disadvantage for that, correct?
Yeah, because he's still in line of sight of you.
Okay. Oh. That did roll twice, correct?
It should say KL. No, oh, you did?
Yeah, it does.
Wait, yeah,
KL.
KL, yeah.
Okay, so 8.
Then 8 does not beat his AC.
Okay. And then I will cast spells. I'm looking at the wrong thing, my bad. I had my D&D Beyond up because I was looking at the spell description because the one on this isn't as good, and anytime I click it, it pops the whole thing out. Okay, so I will do Toll the Dead on the white.
Cool.
Why is it saying a save?
Point your finger out. Just click on it and it'll give the guy a save to take. Yeah. So the white fails on the saving throw by
So
1.
I roll. Situational bonus, should that be... Should I just roll twice then?
Situational bonus.
Twice?
Oh, no. That's if it's missing any of its hit points, it takes 1d12 instead. So yes. That's the situational bonus.
Okay, so it's missing, so damage it takes.
So it should be 1d12 necrotic damage. Because it's already missing some of its hit points.
I'm getting errors when I click this. I'm not sure why.
I'm going to just click... Shall I just roll 1d12 so we can move it along? There you go.
Yeah,
You got a maximum damage of 12.
Woo! There we go.
Seems to take that one on the chin quite well.
Alright, and that's my turn.
Cool stuff. That's a good turn. You did a lot. It's now the zombies' turns. Zombie's going to move up to Aldrin. This guy is going to move up here. That guy goes to there. These guys all shamble along to there. These 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. They go there. 4, go to there. And
oh my god, how many zombies are there?
a lot. They've covered the whole area. You've only on one side of the town at the moment. This is why at the very beginning, when everyone was strategizing to such an extent, I was like, you're gonna have to move on this, because otherwise you're going to end up not finishing this even in 3 sessions. Okay, so this guy is trying to hit Aldrin with a 12 to hit, does not hit. So that is it. That's the only zombie that can take an attack. The rest of them are all lagging behind because they're so spread out. They are very slow to move. It is now Ash's turn. Ash, you're still in starry form. You've still got your concentration running, and you're all good to go. What do you want to do?
So my question is,
yes,
if I move right there, am I technically out of sight of the ghost?
It would need to be full cover.
So I can't even like go in here.
You'd have to be like tucked around the corner. You can't be
right,
like
right. That's
yeah. You can't. There's a very
this
straight
specific
line.
square.
Yeah. There's a very straight line that you'd have to be careful of. I think the box that you clicked would not be out of sight. No, it would. You'd have to be on this side of the alleyway. You can go into that alleyway, but you can't be like here. You have to be like up here. Otherwise, you're going to be able to peek him around the corner. That's what I'm saying.
I can't go through it.
Oh, it's because it's got a wall up. Hang on.
So if I'm tucked in here, I don't see it lit up in my periphery.
There,
like,
no.
I can't see it from my
there,
vantage
no,
point.
you don't. No.
All right, and now I'm gonna hurl a luminous arrow at this guy.
Great stuff. Let's do it to it.
Working on it.
We'll get there. You and I, together. 21 hits! Give me damage, please. 6 damage. Yeah, that does some. Does a chunk.
And then... Does anybody need healing? I don't think so. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary. Wait, never mind. I can't do that. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought I had it queued up. I do not. It was a bonus attack or a bonus action.
So your attacking story form is a bonus action. So you can take a bonus action in place of an action if you want. If you've got an action free, a bonus action is something that you would be able to do with your action. I don't mind it. I wouldn't allow you to do 2 actions with using, like using up your bonus action to take that as an action. That wouldn't work. But the other way, it's fine. If you want to do 2 bonus actions and you've got a bonus action and an action, and the action's the only thing free, then yeah, do 2 bonus actions.
But I can't attack again in story form.
No. That I would say no. But if it's a spell that you want to do or something like that, then crack on.
Well, I didn't know if anybody was damaged. I was gonna heal them or something.
Ruby's been hurt, I think.
All right, well
What's
I will
Ruby
cast
on?
Healing Word.
Ruby's on 38 out of 45 at the moment. There you go.
Thank you.
Not fully all the way there, but sizable chunk, nearly at the full.
I can actually see you, so it works.
Yeah, that's cool.
Great, that's it.
All right, then it's now Victor's turn.
Cool. I will, having seen the ghost make all my friends go a bit weird and running away, I will draw my rapier and my rat dagger, and I'm gonna attack him twice.
Okay. I was a doctor! How dare you attack a man of healing!
Even more like a dictator, my friends.
Very uncouth.
And I stab him. I'm bored of everyone's bullshit of like all of these ghosts and all of these gods. And it's been a rough few weeks for Victor, and he's like, you know what? I'm not talking to these people anymore. If I go with my instincts and stab them, then the problem will be solved much quicker.
Yeah, that's fair. That is
the spoons are gone.
Have a look and see. Yeah. Okay. That's an important detail. And that one. One of your attacks is making this guy hurt way more than the other one. So
Steve knows why Victor isn't sure.
Yeah. So
the first one was the dagger, which is
magical.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Your
so
dagger is magical. I was checking in the details to make sure that wasn't just a masterwork. It is actually a magical dagger. So you've got.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, you've got the magical effect is overcoming the resistance, essentially. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, so he takes some damage. And that's that. You killed my counterpart.
I roll my eyes and then stand braced with my weapons in front of me.
While you roll your eyes, give me a perception check. See if you notice something on his person.
Okay.
Something he died with.
Not great.
Not great. Enough to notice a name badge, though.
Oh, okay. Name badge.
Name badge. He's a doctor. Would have
Okay.
worked in a clinic. Would have had something to identify himself to his patients.
Oh, okay.
H.
What does it say?
It says H. Jekyll. And now,
Oh.
Dr. Jekyll's turn is up. He is going to attack you with... let's see if he can recharge on his possession. No, he can't recharge his possession yet. So he is instead going to attack you with a Withering Touch. And a 14 does not beat your AC, unfortunately. So with that, I think he's going to try and avoid your attack of opportunity and just move all the way up here to get in the way. He wants to try and get in this business. So if you want to, you could take an attack of opportunity if you would like to.
Sure. Makes sense for me to do that, I think. Oh, god damn it. There we go.
15 will beat his AC, yes. And
Cool.
7 damage, he will eat all of that. He is now at half health.
And Victor in frustration.
That then is going to be the top of round 4, and we have run out of time. We're
Would
going to have to
that
pick this up next
ghost
time.
take damage from my spirit guardians because it entered the circle?
He would. Do you want to roll damage on it?
Uh,
Or is it just a flat 20? I think it's a flat 20, isn't it?
Can I pop that out without rolling it?
You untick the use spell slot.
Okay.
Then it doesn't consume the spell slot for you. Are you doing it? You want me to do it?
I'm trying.
Will I just do it for you?
All the buttons. Yeah, I don't know if I'm just bugged in my browser or something, but
okay.
Clicking it is not doing anything.
I'm trying to find spirit. There we go. Spirit Guardians. Damage. Don't consume spell slot. There we go. Alright. Okay. When you cast a spell, you can designate blah blah blah. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area. Blah blah blah. Okay. Right. So he was
Wisdom
here.
save.
So let's do this. So there and then there. So his speed is 40, and if his speed is halved, if he's affected, then he would end up there. To make the wisdom save though to see whether he is affected, and he is affected, so he's going to take whatever damage. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Yep.
So I need you to roll the damage. Should be there in the chat for you.
Radiant.
Oh, God. Oh, that's a juicy amount of health.
Go.
Fucking hell, he's nearly gone. In that move, he's nearly gone. That's crazy. That's good remembering that he needs to take that damage. Yeah, he's slowed down his move. He can't go any further. He's very close to you. He wanted to go that extra 5 feet so that he was between the two of you, but he can't. He is where he is. But you are now in view of him because he's right there. That, though, is going to be the end of our session. We're going to pick up this whole thing next time. I've made notes. I mean, chief among which, Briar is now 10 years older, and Isabel and Ruby are both 40 years older. That's quite something.
We got some older people with us now.
We leveled up without leveling up.
Mothballs.
And
Hey,
I mean,
it's like real life, right?
there's going to be some way for you to undo this, but I'm not going to make it easy on you. It's going to be like a whole side quest thing, but you're going to have to figure it out.
I'm gonna make an argument that now we're older, we're also wiser. Can we get some more wisdom, please?
No. Absolutely not.
Physical age and mental age are not conducive.
All of your connective tissues just gave up a little bit. That's all that happened. You didn't suddenly gain in wisdom.
To be honest, I don't feel like you need to like turn 30 or age 40 years for your connective tissues to give up. I don't think mine ever like sorted themselves out to begin with, man.
Right, exactly. You know, some of us just are loose in general.
Excuse you, speak for yourself.
Nah, he's right. I can't argue.
I said what I said.
Argue.
I said what I said, and I stand by it.
Wow.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's accurate.
You can't.
Absolute.
You can't hate me for it.
Listen, insults being yielded by the DM.
If it's insults, then why is it true? Anyway, let's move on to the end of our session. Thank you all for being here.
I'm not mad.
I just turned 38 the other day, but then you're now in your 60s, so you know who's winning. Look.
Your knee. I know which knee
no,
you injured.
B is now in her 60s.
No, I'm joking.
And I've always joked with B because B is a number of years younger than me.
Distinctly younger.
Considerably younger, and yet I continually
wildly younger.
I continually joke that that B is very nearly 40, very nearly 50, very nearly 60. It's just one of my favourite things to take piss about.
I'm just ancient, basically.
You're in your 60s. You're old enough to be my mom. There you go. It's crazy.
I don't need that. That's a very weird context that I'm now your mum.
My mum? No, you're not now my mum. That's not how age works. It's not every single person on the planet that's older than 65 is now my mother.
You've got quite a lot of mums.
I've got a lot of mums.
I am now mum.
I am way behind on my birthday card payments. I need a lot of birthday money off all these fucking mums.
Plus, well, just give you a pound and be done with it.
I feel like I'm owed some cash from my mums. For
every mum out there, please feel free to subscribe to
the
stream of Jackal Viper to donate to his birthday fund.
That needs to be a soundbite. I'm going to make that my text tone. Any mums out there, please remember to subscribe to Jackal Viper. Okay,
but
great.
I'm already subbed to Jackal.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah,
and I'm never having children, so ha.
Yeah. And I'm Tats's
I'm a cat
dad.
mum.
I'm Tats's dad, so how does that work?
Yeah.
I feel like
Anyway.
this is insinuating I'm now Tats's grandma, but this is fine.
Yeah.
No, wait, what? I have a cat as a grandma? That's awesome.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna go now.
I wouldn't rate my grandma.
I'm gonna go
That's
now.
my grandma! I realised how that came out, and then...
Tats.
Never mind, I was making a Ruby Joy reference. I'm gonna be quiet.
Tats, have we got anybody that we'd like to raid today?
I think I'm gonna raid Static.
Give me the tag in chat, please.
Would be funny if you chose.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's been awesome. I am a very, very proud DM for all of your considerable moving towards communicating as a team, strategizing, and all of that. I think that maybe you've gone too far in the other direction now, and maybe you need to pull it back a little bit, because it's like, you know, taking 10 minutes at the start of combat to just discuss what you should do.
I got either too many questions or I don't ask questions.
Yeah.
There's two modes. It's either I'm gonna throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
You're on or you're off.
This is
why I said that other people needed to jump in and start answering some of Mars's questions, because nobody was,
help.
and Mars was spiraling, and we needed help there. So if there is a time to strategize, it's certainly before shit happens, but it certainly shouldn't take the whole time of the shit that should happen. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, it's time for us to move on as a group, as people, and I am going to go back to what I've been vegetating in front of for the last few weeks. I hope that all of you get to have fun, whatever it is that you're doing. And with that in mind, remember, if you can't be good to yourself, then at least have fun. We're going to raid someone called Static Reaction now. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you all next week.
Thank you for being DM.
Thank you very much.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
Bye.
Love you.